Think I'd give a fuck? I'll get it eventually. There we go. I'm gonna read the chat, by the way. Like, hello, Princess Blunderphonics. There's nothing happening here. Just wanted to see what would happen if I did an accurate stream of my day-to-day life. You know? There's literally nothing interesting to watch here. So I don't know what you're doing. But here I am. It's pretty crazy, to be honest. Thanks, Outlaw, for doing a reply to my video where you completely misinterpret my point. I mean, alright, if this is as good a place as any to talk about Outlaw's video, look, he's completely right. Everything he said in his video is basically correct. There's a few minor things wrong with his video, but I'm gonna show up to this stream in a moment. I'm debating an anarchist for the last 3 hours. Oh, good luck with that. Oh, Outlaw's here, so I could talk directly to him. Look, Outlaw, your video, completely correct. I agree with most of what you said. I mean, there's some minor things I don't agree with, but the general sentiment of your video is correct. It's just that you accidentally misinterpreted what I was trying to say. I'm not quite sure how, but well, no, it's more like you just sort of apply your experiences to my experiences, but that's not even. I'm not doing a good point of explaining this because I'm trying to simultaneously watch someone cycle across Alaska. So I'm gonna pause the video so I can talk properly. The video isn't saying that being neat is amazing and being a hikikomori is the best thing ever. I agree with everything you said about that. Basically, that everything you enjoy doing when you just spend your entire life consuming media in your room, eventually you just get depressed and it gets boring and it doesn't have the same impact on you. And you've watched all the good stuff, or even if you do find other good stuff, you just keep comparing it to old stuff. I mean, I don't necessarily 100% agree with that because my experience has been the exact opposite. In fact, I keep constantly finding, every time I think I've watched everything good, well, anime, yeah, I've watched most of the good stuff, but music is a great example where every time I think I've listened to every good album, I'm constantly finding new albums that are amazing, and I'm constantly surprised by how good they are. Film is another one. I've seen a lot of good films, but every time I see a new film that's good, I'm amazed by how good it is. Uh, but that's not even the point that I'm trying to make. The video isn't really a being a neat is amazing video. It's just a counter argument to one particular point that people with jobs like to say, which is that I don't know how I could function if I don't have a job because I would just get bored. Um, and maybe those people would just get bored. But I've had people say like, "How do you do it? Well, don't you just get bored all the time?" And that is the entire point of that video, is to say, no, I don't get bored because there's an infinite amount of stuff to do, and I feel completely comfortable managing my own free time. Uh, Also, I'm not sure if Outlaw, if you've ever had a job, but I've had a couple jobs. Like I think I've had 3 jobs in my lifetime, and they all sucked and were far more boring than even the most boring days of me being in my room. As well as that, obviously, I've been in school and I'm now in university, and those things are also much more boring than even the most boring things I do in my room. Uh, that was pretty much the point of the video. It wasn't directed at people. It's kind of like when I talk about, not to bring politics into this, but it's kind of hard. It's kind of like when I talk about criticizing the left. I'm not criticizing the left so that people on the right can look at it and be like, yeah, I don't know how to explain this. Hold on. Let me think my point through. I'm quite hungover, so um, this is difficult for me. Um, okay, so um, let's okay. Let's say I say something bad. Let's say I say something like, um, fascism is bad because this is obviously not the only reason fascism is bad, but fascism is bad because when you have a population who are exploited constantly in the Marxist sense, uh, have their surplus labor stolen, and are then, in addition, severely oppressed by a fascist government, you increase the chances to almost an inevitability that those people are going to get rather upset and rise up against the government or the whatever regime, and it's not going to end well for the regime, and it's not going to end well for the. It's generally an unstable. It creates a state of instability. Let's say I make that argument, and then a leftist would say, "Yeah, right, that's true." Well, hold on. This is a bad example. Oh my god, I'm too tired to understand what I'm fucking talking about. Hold on. I need to get my thoughts focused. Essentially, the argument isn't for. Okay, let's go back to the example I was just saying. So they say that, so I say that, I say what I just said, and then a leftist would say, yeah, you're completely right. And then I turn around and say to the leftist, I am right, but leftism has its own problems. Or something else. It could be anything, like anything where there's sort of two sides of the coin, and the problems that each side have aren't interrelated. It's not a direct trade-off. Or you know, let's say when you have a job, uh, there's a bunch of problems that being a NEET uh, includes. One of the big ones Outlaw brings up is social isolation, which, again, as I previously said, Outlaw's video is 100%, well, 90% correct. Social isolation is a bad thing. It's not good for you, and most people don't like it, and it causes your social skills to deteriorate. Whereas having a job does the opposite. Yeah, it has its own problems, but that doesn't mean that the problems with being employed don't exist. Those two things aren't mutually exclusive. Both situations have their own problems, and it's up to you as an individual to decide which problems you would rather have, because there's no way to avoid all problems. So it's up to you as an individual to decide based on your own brain what you think you can cope with more easily, uh, to decide which problems you'd rather have. And for most of society, the problem of not having any money is a much bigger deal than the problem of I have to go to work every day and sell my soul, uh, which is completely fair. Whereas, I don't know where I was going with that. Whereas, no, I'm not really here. I think I made my point just then. But it took me a while to get to. It took me a long time to sort out the thoughts in my head. I think I made my point that uh, Outlaw is correct that being a NEET does have problems, but and also there every side of the coin has problems. All 4,000 sides of this coin have their own problems, and it depends on the individual how they particularly relate to those problems to decide which outcome is best for them. That's my opinion anyway. So that video wasn't saying that being a NEET doesn't have any problems. I was just addressing one specific criticism or one specific thing that people who, just like people who've never worked a job might say that you should just get a job because it's good for your social skills, it's good for your financial stability, and gets you out of the house and all this sort of thing, and it's contributing to society. In the same way, someone who has never been a NEET would say, you should. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't know if I'm making a good point here at all. I'm trying though. I'm not trying that hard, but I'm trying a little bit. Oh yeah, you know what I found out? You know that video that I lost? Turns out, I don't know why I never checked this, but it's all those clips are still on my SD card on my camera. I only just realized that after I filmed. I forgot what I filmed on my camera. Something. So I could probably make that video, the one that's lost. It may not be entirely lost, uh, but I can't be bothered. There's not enough space. I have to. Look, Final Cut, which is what I used to edit, is kind of bad, in that you can't edit directly off of an external drive. I think there may be a way. There may be a way to do it, but I haven't found a way to do it. I should probably look it up. I should probably put a little more effort into it. In fact, um, but I haven't so far found a way to just edit directly off an external drive and you normally have to import things, right? Which means I run out of space on my computer every time I try and edit HD footage. Which is why I accidentally deleted that video in the first place. I was trying to clear space so that I could edit so I could export the video, because it wasn't letting me export to an external drive for some reason. And it wouldn't let me, so I was trying to clear space and I accidentally deleted the fucking videos that I was trying to export in the first place. But yeah, that was the thing. I don't want to be a good entertaining thing to do this on this stream. I'm going to try and fix my ThinkPad. That's a pretty good idea, me. Good idea, me. I'm going to go away for a second now, and then I'll come back and read whatever you said. Okay, I don't know how well you'll be able to see this. I don't know how my camera tech is working. I'm gonna have to get the stream up so that I can angle the camera, because I'm using the front facing camera, back facing. I don't fucking know. I spilled fucking. Oh my god, it's all going wrong, really. Let me get the water as far away from the computer as possible. And let us begin the surgery. I have this very cyberpunk Chinese set of screwdrivers and tweezers. Oh yeah, you said people who get bored with media probably. Hold on, what? I'm tired and hungover. Don't expect me to be clever. People who get bored with media probably are either too depressed to even enjoy anything or aren't searching hard enough. I think that's probably a big part of it. I think another part of it, which is probably linked to the depressed thing, is that they're not having new experiences. And if you're not having new experiences, then it all starts to seem the same, because art is based on, your interpretation of art is based on the experiences you've had as a person. And if you're not having any new experiences as a person, then your interpretations are going to start being very samey. Hence why everyone who's kind of like us likes the same anime. Everyone likes Serial Experiments Lane because we've all had the same experiences as Lane, and we can relate. This is not right. What the fuck is going on here? Okay, I'm taking my laptop apart right now. I'm gonna use this as a cup to put the screws in. I think that's a good idea. There we go. No idea what I'm doing, but I think there's something loose in here, which is hopefully what I'm going to fix. My hands are not steady at all. Any of you guys know anything about... Is anyone actually watching the stream? I didn't even look in the fucking viewing thing. Apparently 2 people are watching. Probably one of them's me. Oh fuck, where did that just go? It seems a little rusty, that's probably not good. That one doesn't want to unscrew. I'm not even sure what I'm unscrewing anymore. I think I should be unscrewing the keyboard, right? Oh yeah, that's how ThinkPads work. I'm starting to remember now. I guess I'll just unscrew everything. Let me put on some music while I'm doing this. This seems like a good album. Why is this playing out of the wrong speakers? There you go. What is this? Oh, that's the storage. Okay, I'm putting that back in. I don't need to unscrew that one. This one doesn't want to come out. Well, I think I've unscrewed all the keyboard ones. Oh. Alright, let's see what happens when I flip it over. Okay, I should be able to just take this keyboard out now. This album's great. Here, there's another thing I'm saying. I only found this album like 2 days ago. It's sick. There's always great art out there. Don't kid yourself into thinking you've seen everything good. Wow, this thing is incredibly dusty. I'm definitely gonna break everything right now. Sick. Right, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I have no idea what I'm doing right now. I guess I have to take this bit off. I'm not sure how to do that though. I definitely need to take this bit off though. Which means more screws to be undone. All I'm doing right now is unscrewing every single screw in the bottom of this thing, in the desperate hopes that one of them is the right thing. Never even seen one like that before. Alright, let's just leave it here and hope it's not important. Can't find shit. No one said anything in the chat. Literally nothing interesting is happening. Great. It's just how I like it, to be honest. Yeah, I'm not surprised no one's watching this, to be honest. I wouldn't. The fucking thread on this pin is like broken. It's like worn out, so I can't open it. Take a look at this. What are these parts? I've got no fucking clue. Do you know what they are? Processors? Video cards? Who knows? But they may be what's loose. Am I allowed to touch these without gloves on? Is that an okay thing to do? They don't look very loose. Will this electrocute me? This might electrocute me, you know. I want to be careful of that. Is this how you protect against electrocution? Yes. I should use this, because this has a rubber handle. Fuck. Right, well, one of them was slightly loose. Guess it's time to put everything back together and see if that fixed it. Although I'm doubtful, to be honest. That was quite dirty. Oh fuck, one of the things fell out. Fuck. There's no way I'm finding that, it's tiny. Oh my god. As if things could get worse. That should just be my motto. Just when he thought it couldn't get any worse. I'm gonna try to see if anything happens. Everything seems to be in order. Oh, I remember this fucking keyboard being really hard to put back in. Oh shit, I just broke one of the keys. This is not going well, guys. Aha, That wasn't too difficult at all. Okay, maybe I was putting it in backwards last time. Alright, things seem okay. Let's see if I can turn it on. I guess that's the real test, right? Well, it's turning on. I've missed this boy. I'm gonna go ahead and turn my heating off because it's getting kind of hot in this room. After I log in, of course. Make sure you guys can't see. Oh, type my password in wrong, of course. Firefox is installing your updates. This is a perfect time to go to the bathroom and turn the heat off. I think I may have fixed it though. I mean, you never know. Because normally the problem was not something that just happens. Like you have to use it only happens after a little while of using it. Wow, this is great. I forgot how nice I had everything nice. Oh no, that doesn't look good. Oh fuck. Okay. Well, I guess it didn't work. Um I'm gonna have to take this into a shop or something, I guess. Fuck. Let me think about this. Well, here's all the screws. I should probably put them back in the thing, right? Well, the stream's gonna end in a minute anyway, so I guess this is as good a way as any to spend this stream, right? No! Whoa, that was close, that was close. I'm thinking of becoming an IRL streamer. Not really. I'm not actually thinking of that. Although I kind of am an IRL streamer, as you can see from this very stream. Don't worry, Mom, I'm streaming. Can't you see I'm on Twitch.tv? Oh yeah, I have a Twitch. Did you guys even know that? I didn't. I didn't know I had that until recently. There we go. You know what I feel like a little bit of? I feel like a little bit of this. Alright, this stream's over, by the way. Goodbye, stream. It might come back later, though. Who knows? I don't.